Okay, today we are playing a game on Dorado. We are in the Platinum SR range, and we will be playing Ana the entire way through. It's been a while, hasn't it, since we actually played Ana? I remember a point in time when basically every video I got sent was Ana, and it was difficult to break up all of the Ana games with something in between them. And then suddenly that just stopped for some reason. I can't imagine a possible reason why. I'm sure it's just coincidence that everyone stopped playing Ana at the same time. Our current team composition is Reinhardt, Zarya, Hanzo, McCree, Ana, and Lucio. And all I think when I look at it is, Lucio, why can't you be more like Zenyatta? And that's about it, really. So let's just start the game. So we gotta defend Dorado first. And we're up in the traditional location. We discovered pretty quickly they have a Pharah, which is annoying to us as Ana, because since we're playing Ana, we do have an obligation to try and shoot the Pharah, which is very tiring. Here's the cat. He's decided he wants to get in on this, and there goes the cat immediately afterwards. So Reaper pops out behind us. We do just kind of throw the dart at him, like, randomly. We're kind of twitchy in general, but, like, we just threw the dart at him. And Ana's cooldowns are really important. They're, like, the best thing about Ana. So when we use our cooldowns, we've got to be pretty deliberate about it. We don't want to just throw them out there, like, hoping they connect with something. Like, her cooldowns are really the best thing about her. So Reinhardt's gotten hooked down there, and he decides he really doesn't want to be alive anyway, so why not just charge further into them? And we think something similar based off that maneuver, because we just jumped directly on top of the payload in front of the archway. I don't recommend a tank does this on, like, this map or Gibraltar, and we just did it as Ana. So we're pretty lucky to be alive, but they're more distracted with the Reinhardt who's killing himself, so not too much of an issue, I suppose. Missed the dart on Reaper. Very unfortunate. Our team are not exactly doing well over there right now. We don't really want to be on this side of the square, because it's a lot easier to get taken by surprise and murdered over in that region over there, because basically you're right next to the staircase, and, like, think about how far you gotta go to safety. You gotta go, like, all this way around to get, oh god, it's terrible. No, you're in this, like, funnel for so long. There's gonna be people coming that way as well. For a long-range hero, we want to be more, like, back in this region, because then we can see the flanking route, which, as we can see, is currently being occupied by a hoodlum, a ne'er-do-well, if you will. And we can see over there, like, I really don't want to be over there. I see a lot of people, like, hang out over here. It's so easy to die over there, especially if you're a slow hero who is prone to being flanked, like Zenyatta or Ana, and yet people love to stand over there. Probably because they transitioned from the high ground to the low ground, and they're just like, this is close. It's way scary to stand over there. So, we got saved by Hook 2.0, thank goodness. Threw the grenade in there kind of randomly at Lucio. We don't use our grenades super well during this game. I was already not sure about the one we threw at Lucio earlier, but, like, we just threw it at him right there again, and, like, it didn't do anything. Ana's grenade is easily the most overpowered thing about Ana. When we use a grenade, we want to hit as many allies and enemies, preferably, as possible. Like, ideally, we hit both. Because, like, if a team fight happens and you hit your Reinhardt and their Reinhardt with it, you win that team fight, basically. Because the anti-heal is guaranteed death, almost, for the enemy Reinhardt. And your Reinhardt basically can't die because of the healing buff on your Reinhardt, so it's really strong. Also, currently, in current meta, it's actually a really important cooldown, because a lot of the current metagame revolves around Graviton Dragon Strike, right? Here's the thing, is that if you've got that, you throw, and they've got Transcendence, you throw it into the Graviton, hey, look at that, their team just dies now, even though they use Transcendence. But there's another side to it as well, because if the Hanzo on the enemy, the Hanzo gets nano boosted or damage boosted while the dragon's going through the Transcendence, it actually nulls out the Transcendence, and you still end up dying regardless, especially when you consider the rest of his team is there beating on him. So if you can throw the bio grenade into your team in the Graviton as well, suddenly they're getting an even stronger Transcendence, which stops that from happening as well. Ana's a lot better right now than people actually give her credit for, especially since most dive has kind of been removed from the game at this point. Like, there's not a lot of diving going on. And that was like the principal issue I thought Ana had. She had, like, don't get me wrong, she's got other problems with her, but, like, she gets fucked by dive really hard. That's basically gone now. So Ana's currently, like, pretty good. She's a lot better right now than people give her credit for. And the other thing is that Mercy is just really strong. So there's also that. But Anna's really good right now. Recommend playing more Anna. So Dragon Strike gets thrown right through, and we throw the grenade in there. Don't think it really connected with anybody, but I mean, they died regardless, so it doesn't matter. So we managed to stall out their momentum. Our team has managed to regroup. We still don't want to be over in this area because it's really easy to get flanked and killed. And we know they have a Reaper, so we don't want to get caught by that. We could go and stand back up on the high ground again, but I mean, at this point our team have kind of given up on that, and we just have to end up retreating back this way. So we're just going to play more around the choke point instead. Again, we're hanging like real close to the right-hand side, which I don't like. We're really twitchy as well. Sick dart, especially considering how quickly we whipped around to see him. Like, let's just watch that again, because honestly, I was impressed that we got. I would have 100% missed him. He's upset about that one. So I'm going to complain about what we're saying in voice chat right now, because we're hiding behind this going, I need heals, I need heals. If you need healing, don't just say you need healing over the voice chat, also push the I need healing button, because, like, here's the thing, right? I'm the other healer. I don't fucking know who you are. I met you like 2 minutes ago. I don't know who you are by your voice alone. Push the button as well when you're doing that. Don't just go, I need healing over voice chat. Also push the button. So Lucio used Sound Barrier, like, real close to the enemy team, which is kind of scary. I would have liked if we nano-boosted the Hanzo, because, like, nano-boosting the Dragon is basically going to be our best use of nano-boost for this team. The other likely candidate is Reinhardt. Honestly, nano-boosting Reinhardt is so hit and miss that, like, honestly, might as well just nano-boost the Hanzo. And then there's also always Storm Arrow immediately afterwards as well, even if the Dragon Strike doesn't actually end up converting into very much. Like, nano-boosted Hanzo is still scary. So we tried to trank Junkrat. We missed him. Unfortunate, tragic. Did we need to do that? We're not like that hurt, are we? No, we didn't need to use this grenade. This grenade does, like, nothing. We're full health. Lucio is full health. It didn't end up doing anything. Well, we'd love to throw it on them, right? Like, we'd love to throw it on those tanks right now. Instead, we used it to buff the healing on ourselves. And, like, look at that. Oh, God, no. How are we going to keep Reinhardt alive now? Oh, good lord. I would have, I would have the grenade still. Wouldn't have used it there. But, like, even regardless of that, like, I probably nano-boost Reinhardt at this point because I don't want him to die. If he dies right now, we probably end up losing this choke point because we don't have any other, like, big ultimates to fend them off with. I really don't want him to die. But more than anything, it's just unfortunate we used the grenade on, like, something not super helpful because then and when we really needed our very important cooldown, we didn't have it. So we're straying onto, like, the dangerous side of the map, because it's really easy to die over here. We should be more over on the left side of the fountain still. But, like, we've seen Reaper through the infra site, and then we move into him as well. We shouldn't be in this, like, quadrant we're in regardless, but, like, also, we're moving into the danger again. Anna's a really vulnerable hero. We don't need to make ourselves any more vulnerable by advancing into the danger. We want to be far back from the danger. We've also been sitting on this nano boost for a really long time. Nano boost charges extremely quickly. Like, it is one of the fastest charging ultimates in the game, as most support ultimates tend to be. Especially right now when, like, fucking Mercy's just always got Valkyrie. Just damage boost that Hanzo. Pff, easy money. Easy money. Just damage boost the Hanzo when he Dragon Strikes through the Graviton. You will go from 0 ult charge to, like, 100 ult charge in a matter of seconds. It's absolutely incredible. But that's besides the point. Nano Boost charges really quickly. So we really just want to use Nano Boost as quickly as we possibly can so that we can start working on the next one. Nano Boost is already not a fantastic ultimate. It just makes other people better, which is very hit and miss depending on the person you're nano boosting and the situation. So really, we want to try and leverage more the fact that we get it so frequently. Similar idea to Moira, right? Coalescence isn't a fantastic ultimate, but it charges so quickly, so the amount of times we get to use it gives it more value relative to, like, it's lower quality overall. So we got driven over this way because the tire was happening at the time, which is, you know, fair enough. What did we use our trank on? Don't do that. We just, like, threw it into them, hoping it hit somebody. And then that comes up to bite us again, because now we don't have its trank Roadhog right there. Also, we should see this one coming, because we just saw Roadhog over there, ulting, and then he comes back round. Who is his next target going to be after that happens? It's going to be the support who's, like, way out by herself, so we should have been able to see that one coming, really. But we did, because we just threw it into the choke point, hitting it, hoping it hit somebody. We didn't have it when we actually needed it to try and, like, stop Roadhog's ultimate or stop Roadhog from killing us. Both of which are a big deal. So we ended up losing that checkpoint. It's not the end of the world, Dorado. You can reasonably win on, like, any checkpoint. Reinhardt decided he didn't want to live anymore. There's nothing you can do about that one. Just fucking... No, but, like, if Reinhardt decides he doesn't want to live anymore, he ain't living anymore. There's nothing you can do about that one. So, we still have Nano Boost. We've been sitting on this Nano Boost for a really long time. I don't like that. We could have probably Nano Boosted like 2 more times in between this period of time. We could have definitely built up 2 more Nano Boosteds, even if we didn't use them in this time. We should have used it on something. Just in general, you don't want to be sitting on your ultimates for extended periods of time. So we should have tried to trank him. Like, being able to... Here's the cat again. There goes the cat again. Being able to cancel other people's ultimates is really strong. We should have tried to trank that guy. We were willing to throw the trank out, just like hoping it hit somebody before. That's like the time to throw it out there, like, I gotta stop this boy from spinning in my team, because he's gonna fucking kill people if he keeps spinning. We threw the grenade on him, which, I mean, yeah, okay. But, like, he's still spinning in the team, right? Like, that's the... We want to try and stop that. So we're going to lose this checkpoint. A prominent reason for losing this checkpoint is basically the way Reinhardt died. Because that ended up putting us, like, really behind tempo-wise for the rest of the checkpoint. And we just kind of... And then the Reaper happened, and, like, we weren't fully recollected. Yeah, it was just very sad times. So we're really low health. We shouldn't be low health. We need to, like, we need to get healed. We can't be sitting around at 66 health. That's like the health value you just randomly die at for something that you couldn't see coming. Go pick up a health kit, throw the grenade on yourself. Ideally, you don't have to throw the grenade on yourself, but, like, desperate times, you know. Either way, just pick up, like, a med kit, you know. Do something. Don't be walking around at 66 hit points. Just, this cat. Yo, what are you doing? So, we've started to kill off their momentum again. This is a bad point to lose momentum on, because it's very hard to get it going again, because of, like, the big open space you have to try and push through to get back to the payload. Can you please just, like, sit down, though, my son? Please, thank you. So we're pretty far up right now, but, like, the architecture of the map is kind of making it that way. We had our grenade to throw on that boy, didn't we? Yeah, he's like dead regardless, though. Like, again, he's, like, doing stupid shit more than anything else. We've still been sitting on this nano boost for a really long time, and it's upsetting me. Like, we could have found a use for this. Oh, there was something else. Let me go back. I'm going to go back to it just to illustrate it, right? We're going back pretty far, because it was on the second checkpoint, but I meant to point it out, and I forgot about it. It was communication-based again, right? So we got jumped on by Winston, and we call out, Winston's on us right now, when we're at 44 health. You gotta call that shit out. So you gotta be like, Winston's on me, like, right now, right? Like, but we wait until now to say that Winston's on us. We're dead by this point. By the point we call out that Winston is on us, Winston has killed us. So you gotta say that sooner than that, okay? Like that, we waited so long to call it out, we are already dead. There's nothing they can do to save us at that point. So, Didn't need to throw it on Reinhardt right there. You don't want to use the grenade, like, between fights. You really want to use the grenade in a fight. Just using it to heal somebody quicker between fights is a tragic waste of company resources. You can just shoot the guy, right? Like, the grenade, yeah, you'll heal him faster, but, like, the grenade is a fucking long cooldown, my dude. Like, let's look at the cooldown. I don't actually know what it is offhand. It's 10 seconds. That's a fucking long... I thought it was 12. It used to be 12, I think. Maybe. I have 12 really sure in my mind, but I was wrong about that. Maybe that's the Trank. Is that the Trank? It is. Ah, that's my mistake. The grenade is a really long cooldown. It's a really strong ability. We really don't want to just use it to heal people between fights. We can just shoot the dude to heal him between fights. We're calling out Winston's on us right there, and then we're like, hello? They're dead. The team's dead. No one's gonna save you if they're already dead. Ideally, we're not down there, but, like, our team are, like, pretty far up. We can go and stand on the high ground, but, like, it's an arduous process for Ana to get to the high ground, and you might just get forced off by Winston again anyway, so... It gets very difficult to play Ana versus a Winston, because the Winston, he's gonna be after you. So we've been sitting on this same nano boost the entire game.
Oh my god.
Just nano boot. Hold on, I just heard a weird noise. Yeah, Discord did something weird. Okay. I just heard a weird noise. I was like, what the fuck was that? It was Discord. Don't worry about it. So we've been sitting on this nano boost the entire game. That's absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, we could have found something to do with this. It's like, and it doesn't even matter that it's nano boost at this point. It could be any ultimate in the game, and I'd be like, the fact you've been sitting on the same ultimate for the entire round is ridiculous. Like, we needed to find something to do with that ultimate. Like, the ultimate, but shockingly enough, Overwatch revolves a lot around ultimates, right? They're typically the strongest thing about your hero. Not always. And the strongest thing about Ana is the grenade, but the nano boost is still strong, right? Like, you gotta find something to do with it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, it's all good. Oh, I'm gonna have to do video editing. Oh no, I'm gonna have to split the video and then push the two together. Oh god. What a harrowing thought. So now we got to attack Dorado. They got it to the end with 12 seconds left. That doesn't matter if they had time left, really, on a pure payload map, because you'll get the time extension regardless. Because, like, if it's a hybrid or control point map, sometimes finishing with just 0.1 seconds left matters. Pure payload doesn't matter. You always get the time extension. So they've still got Winston. Winston's over here. We've tranked him. And then he gets shot in the face by Hanzo, and he's fucking dead. Could have thrown the grenade on him just to try and, like, make sure he dies. We'd have to line it up with Hanzo as well. It's inconvenient. He's, like, basically dead at that point. Like, he'd be very surprising if he got out. So you could throw the grenade up there to try and heal the Mercy, seeing as we're kind of concerned about it. But, like, she doesn't look like she's gonna die. I'd be very surprised if she did, honestly, because the enemy team, they're all over there. Like, somebody's gonna have to move real fast to get to her, basically. So Genji died. We're really concerned about the Mercy at the time, so we don't know that Genji's getting killed, basically. And, like, it just seems unlikely she's gonna die. If you're really concerned about it, you can throw the grenade up there and it'll hit the wall and heal her, but the enemy team would have to pull off some maneuvers to actually get up to her in time to finish her off from that position. So we used the grenade right there just to make sure Soldier didn't die, which is fair enough. He did run at us in critical health. He probably still would have gotten away, but we also don't want someone to die. So, like, fair enough, honestly. And we're having a lot of issues with Winston at this point. Like, Winston is kind of fucking with our groove. Mercy ends up, like, I'm going back to try and figure out why Mercy died right now, is what I'm actually doing. It's not really about anything we're doing. I guess she just doesn't get out of the top area quickly enough and gets killed by Winston. Feels bad, man. Didn't need to throw the grenade at Diva. Like, she's definitely out. The enemy team aren't going to suddenly teleport over here and kill her. So we didn't need to really use the grenade on her. We missed regardless, which is also sad, but she didn't need to use the grenade. She was out. So we've almost got Nano Boost built up. We've got Soldier and Hanzo to use with Nano Boost at this point. Diva isn't the worst hero in the world to Nano Boost as well. So like we've got some logical target. We got Dragon Blade, haven't we? Wait, do we have 3 DPS? Because we had a Hanzo a minute ago, didn't we? Yeah, we still have Hanzo, so we've got 1 tank. Well, that's sad. The 1 tank is Diva. That's very tragic. Either way, we have a lot of people we can Nano Boost, and we can see they've all got their ultimates. Genji's the best one to Nano Boost still, out of all 3 of our options, because Dragon Blade is like just undisputedly a very good ultimate, and then you make it like a 9 out of 10 ultimate to like a 10 out of 10 ultimate if you also Nano Boost him. So he's the one that we want to Nano Boost. Hopefully he does it in a position we can actually see him, because Dorado, there's a lot of places he could Dragon Blade where we would not be able to Nano Boost him. So we're having a lot of trouble right now because our team comp is fucking bad. Our main tank is Diva, and we're trying to push through a choke point with Diva. We're trying to push through one of the hardest choke points in the game to break with Diva as our only tank. It's very hard to do. We do have a lot of fucking ultimates to use, at least. It really almost doesn't matter what your team composition is. If you throw 6 ultimates at something, you'll probably get through it. Especially when you've got, like, Dragon Blade, Nano Blade, Attack Visor, you know, we got a lot of good ultimates. We've, slept Winston. He's upset about that one, and, like, we really just want to, like, push in while that's going on over there. Diva's managed to kill 2 people with self-destruct, which is a whole 2 more people than you typically expect that ultimate to kill, so that's going great so far. Winston's awake and coming back. We're trying to push the payload right now, and, like, fair enough, basically. We did it! We did it! We heard Attack Visor as well, which is why we're, like, crouched behind the payload, like, nope, nobody's here, nobody's here, nobody's here. So we've managed to backcap them as Anna, of all people, right? Typical backcapping people like, you know, Tracer, Pharah, Genji, some mobile heroes. Nah, we did it as Anna. They were just, like, really into fighting over there, so we were able to slip it in past them. There's an argument to be made that we should have just been over there healing them at the same time, but, like, honestly, it looked like that had a pretty good chance of actually working, based off the position everyone was in. And it ended up working out, so hey. High risk, high reward. And sometimes high risk, high reward works out. Nano boost the Genji. As soon as he flies up in the air, pulls out Dragon Blade, we nano boost him. He goes in, kills the enemy team. Hooray. Now we're going to kill Winston. He does die? Yes, he does die. Okay. So, woo, Genji dashed right up into the sky. Easiest nano boost in the world to hit. That's why if you're playing Genji, dash up into the sky to pull your Dragon Blade out, then Anna can't possibly miss you. And she knows you don't really have to coordinate. If she sees you do that, we all know what's happening. So we've managed to push through most of this checkpoint uncontested as a result of our ultimates and the trank on Winston. The Nano Blade would have killed people regardless, but tranking Winston just, you know, he's upset about it if nothing else. So here's Winston, he's on us. We throw the grenade down to heal ourselves and Winston. Unfortunately, we didn't hit Mercy with it as well. We would have loved to. Winston's asleep again, so he's really upset about that. Mostly going back just to see if there was a time we could have logically gotten Mercy. Like, that looked like it would have been it, really. Unfortunately, we didn't catch Mercy, so she ends up dying. Which, you know, pretty big deal. Mercy surviving versus dying, but, can't have it all. You can't have it all. So, they end up killing off our momentum right here. We're most of the way towards Nano Boost again. Soldier has Tac Visor, so you should try, like, you're gonna get yours really quickly. So we should, ask Soldier to hold his ultimate so that we can combo with him, because he has his, and we're gonna have ours, like, within a few seconds of a fight starting, right? Like, we're really close. So we should try and coordinate that with him right now, because Nano Visor is also a very strong ult combo. There isn't that much time left, but, like, we're gonna... Oh, oh, oh. Oh, no. Tell him 16. Oh, feels good. Oh, warms my heart. Oh, I love suffering like that. Oh, my goodness. Bold move, walk through the bubble, trank the Winston. Solid play, we got him. We were playing, like, really aggressively, considering Reaper was also standing right next to him during that last part there, but I like the decisive play to walk through and trank him. So, we didn't have Nano Boost to use with Genji, but, like, he was gonna Earth Shatter. It's a bad day today, isn't it? Goddamn. Even if we did have Nano Boost, I wouldn't have used it on the Genji anyway, because he was, got hit by the Bio Grenade, so he was probably going to die regardless. So I probably wouldn't have Nano Boosted him regardless at that point. I would save it for Soldier instead. Soldier still has his ultimate. We've got Nano Boost now, so basically, we're waiting to use it with him, in the near future. But he's dead. He did actually use it. When did he put it on? Or he did it, like, over there, out of sight. Never mind. We couldn't have possibly reasonably put it on him from that position. So now we just Nano Boost Diva, basically. She's the best one we've got at this point to Nano Boost. Looks like we might not need it for this checkpoint. Once this starts happening, I would just Nano Boost the Diva, just to try and make sure we capture this checkpoint. Because, like, everybody's used their big money ultimates at this point. There's not much reason to save it. And we end up dying with it as well. Like, as soon as the Roadhog gets out there, I'm just gonna Nano Boost the Diva just to make sure. Like, it looked like we still had a reasonable chance of doing it, but why even risk it? If we lose this fight, we lose the game. So we might as well just make sure we win the fight and Nano Boost the Diva. I mean, I get that's not even necessarily a guarantee. Like, Nano Boosting a Diva isn't like the greatest thing in the world to use a Nano Boost for, but I mean, she's pretty good. She's a consistent one to use it on. Mostly because it's just really easy for her to do her damage, basically, which is really what we're looking for. Like, ease of the person doing their damage. Which is why, like, Nano Visor and Nano Blade are very strong. It's just, like, really easy to use ultimates, basically. Genji's a hard-to-play hero. Dragon Blade's really fucking easy to use, though. Like, mechanically, it's very easy. As long as the Genji doesn't decide to use it as a stupid time, it's pretty simple. Especially if you Nano Boost the dude, because then it's cut dash, they died. So, really easy to use ultimate. It's more about the deciding when to use it and how to use it. The actual using it is very easy. So we still have this Nano Boost. Roadhog's using his ultimate. Roadhog's a good one to combo with as well. The Rudy Tooty Whiz Bang Shooty does a lot of damage. You Nano Boost him, just kills people. So we should Nano Boost him as soon as we see him start using that, because he'll probably wipe the team with it, honestly. Or close to. He'll kill a lot of people with it. And again, we're just sitting on Nano Boost for such a long period of time. Like, I don't like it. Then we end up dying with it as well, which, I mean, you know, ideally you don't die with it. Like, it didn't look like we were going to die with it. It's just the tire came and got us. It's just dying with your ultimate is really sad, and we had a good time to use it. As soon as you see someone using their ultimate and it's a good ult to combo with Nano Boost, as long as they aren't using it in a truly stupid situation, you should just put the Nano Boost on that person. It's not an ult yet. Nano Boost isn't an ultimate you have to sit on and, like, covet super highly, because it does charge so quickly, and by itself, it's not that good, right? Like, you have to combo it with other people. So if somebody's using the combo and in a decent situation, you might as well use it. So, at this point, just Nano Boost whoever the fuck, right? Like, it doesn't matter in this situation, because we got 10 seconds left. Nano Boost the Tracer, Nano Boost the Diva, Nano Boost someone, because you're likely to die extremely quickly. You gotta get this on somebody before you die. Soldier comes out to use Tac Visor. Unfortunately, we're not there to use it on him. We get res, but he's already used Visor by the time we get back up again. And just throw it out there on someone. Doesn't matter who, we throw it out on Diva. That's fair enough. Well, it doesn't matter who. We don't want it on Mercy unless she's the last one alive, you know. So, you know, you could probably tell by the fact that we were coming up on this with not, like, 5 minutes left that we weren't going to go to a second round on this map. Yeah. At this point, we should change to someone faster. We should just change to Lucio and try to get back over there faster. Because Anna's real slow, and we're not likely to get that. We might have got there as Lucio if we do a decent rollout. So we end up losing. Very sad. Quite close overall, but we lost. Very tragic. As you would expect of losing. Genji got it. It's probably the one we nano boosted him on. Yep. Oh, did he actually, like, look to make sure we were there as well? Who was that he looked at? No, that's not us. That's not us. Okay. So, up he goes. Nano boost. Look at that. Oh, that took a lot of skill. Oh, my goodness. Seagull? Seagull, is that you? Hard ultimate to use. That's a lot for McCree. He was Genji as well, though. He wasn't just McCree. I was like, that's a lot for McCree. He didn't only play McCree. So the thing that stood out the most is just how long we sat on nano boost. Like, we need to use that baby faster. Like, it's not that great by itself. It charges really fast. We gotta try and use it as many times as possible to make up for the fact it's not as good as other ultimates, but charges very quickly. And then cooldowns we used pretty frivolously. The grenade in particular, there were a few darts we threw out just like hoping they connected with people. Anna's cooldowns are really important. We want to be pretty deliberate with them. And those are the things that stood out the most. So thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. And I hope you found the video helpful.